So in this final video, I'm going to show you how you can insert some milestone diamonds. And for this, you're going to have to use an Excel formula. But once you've inserted that formula and cut and pasted it across the entire routine of your Gantt chart, you'll be able to have all of your Excel or your Gantt chart diamond milestones. So just going to the top left hand corner here, and here you can see that I have inserted a formula into this cell. Again, I'm finding it easier to do these videos by inputting the formula first and then talking you through it. Looks quite complicated, but it is actually quite straightforward, and it's using an if command in Excel. And the way that if commands work is that you have your logical statement here, which is most of this formulae. And then after your logical statement, you then tell Excel what to return if that logical statement is true. And then in the last part, you tell it what to return if the logical statement is false. So for the logical statement to be true, I've told Excel to look at whether the month in cell E$2, which for this cell is going to, remember, when I'm looking at the months going across this row here, it's always going to be E$2. And I want to see whether this month is the same as my milestone month. And my milestones are in column D. So I want to see, is E$2 the same as the month in $D3? This time, because the milestones are going down in a column, I want to put my $sign in front of the letter D. And the second part of this logical statement is that the year of E$2 has to equal the year in the milestone cell. I have to have both month and year because obviously I have multiple months here. And then what I'm asking Excel to return is a U, if that's true. And these two parentheses here with nothing in between means it's just going to return nothing. So as you can see, that formula is now in cell E3. And as you can see, there's nothing there because this is not a milestone year. That condition is not met, so it's going to return nothing. So this is what happens if so I'm going to copy that cell, and then I am going to fill it over there, and then I copy this cell here and copy those there, and then if I fill it down, therefore I filled it down. Now you can see I've got a few U's that have appeared, right? Now I'm going to show you a very easy trick of how you can change those U's to diamonds. There's a reason that we called it a U. I'm going to select all of my Gantt chart, and I'm going to go to the font. These are all the kind of standard fonts at the top. I want you to scroll down until you get to W and you find your Wingdings font. Wingdings. If I change that font to Wingdings, lo and behold, that U becomes a diamond. I'm also going to format that diamond so it's in the middle, so I'm just going to change the cell formatting there. So those diamonds are in the middle. So very simply, with that simple formula, it'll look for all of the milestones that correspond with the months going across here. It will insert a U in standard fonts, but if you change your font to Wingding, that U will become a diamond shape. So the only things that I'm going to left to do, I'm just going to insert some grid lines. So I've selected the entirety of my Gantt chart here. I'm going to go to the borders here. I'm going to choose all borders, but I think I might make these a little bit paler actually. So if I just go for line style at the bottom, maybe. Yeah, actually, I think I probably will be happy with those line styles, but that also tells you if you want to make those any different. If I Porting this as a nice neat Gantt chart, I don't necessarily want to have the start, end and milestones. So one thing I can do is if I just select those 3 columns, if I right click on the top here, you see got the option hide, so I can hide those. And here I have my Gantt chart with my tasks and the actual calendar with all of my milestones. So what I can then easily do is I can control copy that, and then I can insert that into a Word file. So I've now got an Excel table that I can move into other documentations.